Hello, welcome back, my loves. I am here with the fourth episode, the third full episode, but the fourth one in general. And I almost didn't record this episode because, well, to begin with, I missed the actual time that I was supposed to make it and record it. Record it and upload it, which was like every Tuesday, but then life happened and I didn't do it, and I was like, it's okay, I'll catch up on the weekend, but then I completely forgot about it. So here we are on Monday evening. My episode, the next one, is due in like less than 24 hours, and here I am recording the last one, but it's okay. I'm gentle with myself now. Anyways, so today I want to talk to you guys about the in between. Because that's where I am right now. And I already know that the sort of the quote unquote symptoms that I'm gonna talk about, they might make it seem like I'm talking about depression or just being down or whatnot, but that's not it. And I'll tell you the key difference, okay? So let's start with what even the in between is. For me right now, it's that my past identity, my past life, my past timeline, my past reality is done. It's gone. I have walked out of that reality. But I also not quite fully walked into the new one, right? Like something that is supposed to take the place of the old one. And you would think one would just like get swapped out, like the new would get swapped out with the old, and then I would just be in it. And honestly, I thought of it like that too. But turns out it's not like that. Right now, I'm in the in between, and I swear sometimes it drives me nuts. I'm like, how long is this gonna take? But I, like, right now, as I say this, it feels like the more I see it like that, like, how long is it gonna take? The more I'm resisting the new thing coming in. Because believe it or not, this in between is part of the new. It's also part of the old. The old and the new, while also being a third, like in between, having its own thing. Okay, let me say that again. So the in between is a part of the old, a part of the new, while also being a thing of its own, on its own. And the thing on its own, like, you can understand, it's not the new, it's not the old, but it's just in between. It's like a waiting period. But how it's part of the new is, if I have left everything else behind, if I've left my identity even behind, the new me, what would she do here in this in between space, in this in between waiting period time? What would she do? Well, for one thing, she would be graceful with it. She would not see it as a punishment. She would not see it as, being stuck or being blocked off or anything. She would not see it as a test, but she would see it as what would you call that? Like initiation, sort of, if you will. And how it's part of the old life or the old reality is like just to see how far you have come from the old, from the before. And you don't have to have arrived at the new yet to see how far you have come from the other one. Like, just a step forward doesn't have to be in the new thing. It doesn't have to be arrived at the destination. It's just still a step forward from before, from behind, from the old. So I'm in that space right now, and yeah, as I said before, it drives me nuts sometimes. But like I said, I'll tell you the difference between this and depression, because they do seem to have a lot of similar things. Like, for example, like, I don't want to do anything in this period. literally don't want to do anything. Right now, today, I'm at a place where things that used to excite me just don't anymore. Like, I used to love painting, and I know I still do, but today my paintings don't want to be painted. They just don't. I used to love watching TV shows, movies, whatever. I just don't want to do that anymore. And now you'll probably understand what I mean by it has similarities to depression, or mood disorders or whatever. But don't worry, I'm getting to the part where I'm going to tell you the difference. Like, a few similarities are, I don't want to do anything. I haven't showered in 2 or 3 days. I've been in bed all day laying. I've had a headache. I didn't want to turn on the lights. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was so bored out of my mind. But not bored in the sense that I have nothing to do, but in the sense that I did not want to do anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to read. I didn't want to write. I didn't want to eat. Even eating. Can you believe that? Like, I freaking love dessert. I could die for a piece of cake. Okay. But today I was like, no, I don't want any of that. So, like that, when I say what used to excite me and interest me before doesn't anymore, that is one of the things that depression does to you. You lose interest in what used to excite you before. But here's how it's different. In depression, you're like down, you know, not just that, oh, life is taking a pause or whatever, things are slowing down or not happening right now. But you're I see it as like a upside down smile, right? Like, you're not, and this in no way I am like looking down on people with depression or anything, because I've been there, even up until recently. Okay, I've gone through depression multiple times, and I'm just 23, so that tells you a lot. So I know what it's like. But this is me giving you a different perspective. Okay, so just take it with an open mind. Just, you don't have to accept it. Just let it be. Okay, just hear me out. Okay. But yeah, so I was saying, in depression, you're like, yes, you're going through everything that I just described. You don't want to do anything, you don't want to eat, all of that stuff. But I feel like you're closed, like you're just inside the bubble. Whereas if you're in the in between, right, the in between period, the waiting period, the difference is, first of all, knowing that you're in the in between. Okay. And this one does not, I don't think it would come that, like, it's not that easy to spot out, to get to the point where, like, oh yeah, I'm just in the in between. Okay. But more so, it's that yes, you are in the bubble of everything that's happening. Okay. But like, you're still open. You can say, like, the bubble, you think of like an actual, like, the kids blowing bubble kind of bubbles. The bubble is clear, it's transparent. Stuff, even if it's not physical, but like at least light, information, sound, whatever, like, just an example, right? Stuff, whatever, can still move through. It can move from the inside to the outside, from the outside to the inside. Whereas if you think about depression, it's like, yes, you're inside the bubble, but like, the bubble is dark. The walls of the bubbles, the circle, the round thing, whatever you're in, they're darkened. They're like tinted. So whatever is real on the outside cannot get to you on the inside in the same way. Like, it cannot, the reality of it and the truth of it cannot stay intact while it makes its way to you. And your truth from inside the bubble cannot make its way outside to the bubble, outside of the bubble, with its integrity intact. Does that make sense? So this is the difference that I see, is between being in depression and in this in between. Right now I'm in between, but if somebody else was to look at me who didn't know this part, they would say, yep, depressed, classic depression. But no, it's not that. I'm in the in between, and I felt so stuck for a few weeks. Like, there was no other thing in my mind other than, oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm stuck, not stuck. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Oh shit, I'm stuck. And it took me so long to realize that I am not stuck. I was fighting with God, universe, matrix, system, angels, world, people, everybody. It's like, why am I stuck? I should not be stuck. I deserve better. But it turns out nobody's keeping me stuck here. Nobody's against me. Nobody wants me to win late or not win at all. Nobody. Like, it's just me against myself, and not even in a bad way. Not that I'm sabotaging myself or that I don't want the best for myself behind the scenes. No, none of that. But like, actually, yes, the part that wants to move forward, wants to win, wants to have the things, wants to express, live, that part against itself. Because I was my own resistance. And it's still kind of there, but not as much as before. Because now I'm seeing that I'm just in the in-between. And there's literally nothing that can like sort of make this better, or like make it go faster or anything, because like I said before, it is part of the process. And not just part of the whole linear process if you look at it, like from the old to the new, and you're just in between, but it's also a part of the old and the new. This is the initiation of the new, and I have to get through it to make it to the real, to sort of like the land and land into and embody the new. So I'm just taking it like it is, just an initiation. And today I got to a point where I just know I don't have to do anything anymore. I just have to be. Like, the painting doesn't want to be painted, TV doesn't want to be watched, food doesn't want to be eaten. So I just have to let it be. Just make it to the other side, and not even like a desperate way. I'm not waiting for this to end. I'm just like being. I'm just being. So this is your reminder that if you are in the in-between, if you feel like you're stuck, you're not moving forward, you're just like stagnated, you just have to ask yourself, is it really that, or are you in the in-between? Are you shedding what's old? Are you shedding what's not yours, what's not true, to come home to yourself as you are, as you truly are? Are you just being initiated into the new life, the new reality, the new truth of you? Because I don't believe there is anything wrong with being stuck or anything, because at the end of the day, there is no wrong. There are no wrong choices, there are no mistakes, there is no too late, too early, none of that. Whatever it is exactly down to the last detail how it is supposed to be, how it is meant to be, how it is. So just be in the present moment. And I swear, I know how cheesy and cliche and just annoying that sounds, just be in the present moment. But take 2 or 3 minutes today. Just sit with yourself and ask yourself, what does that even mean? Be present, or be with yourself. And you'll figure out that that is the key. Just be present. Stuff is gonna happen and it's gonna pass. And there's nothing wrong or right with that. Nothing wrong or right about that. Nothing wrong or right with you. Everything is absolutely perfect. And that is just the message and the reminder I have for you today. You are not stuck. If you think nothing is happening, nothing is moving, everything has just stopped, come to an halt, yes, sure. Maybe that's a fact. We're just going to accept the fact. We're not going to resist it. We're just going to say, yes, name it. Yes, this is what it is. But I also know that I'm moving into something new. This is my initiation. If you are hearing this, this is your sign to believe. This is your permission slip that you are not stuck. Trust me, you're not stuck, love. You got this. Just be present in this, okay? You got this. I believe in you.